This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself.
Today we have a Kenmore gas dryer that is not heating up as well as it should, and this is often due to a problem with these gas coils. This is the primary and secondary gas coils. You can get these at Amazon. They're really cheap, but they'll solve a lot of problems with gas dryers that don't dry very well and don't heat up. And we're going to go over how to check it. So first we want to unplug your machine, and we just want to take off the panel on the front of the dryer. This is what the package looks like that you get in the mail. These are just electromagnets. When they get energized by 110 volts, they create a powerful electrical magnetic field. They lift up on a pin that lets gas come in, but if they get weak, it doesn't keep it open long enough, so it doesn't create a strong enough flame. So we're using a 1/4 inch driver. We're going to remove, on this model, there's 4 screws on the bottom. I think only 2 of these are really active. You may want to raise up the dryer a little bit before you try to take these out, because it just makes it a little bit easier to get to the screws. So I'm just going to lift up on the dryer with one hand and zip them out, but you could put something underneath the dryer to make it easier. Once you get those screws out, that panel will come right off. You just want to push it down a little bit. Sometimes you can use a standard head screwdriver to give it a little bit of pressure to work it loose. And when that's off, you can get to the gas coils really easily. They're actually right in front of you over to the right side of the dryer. We can kind of see them here. And what I want to do next is plug it back in and test out how long I get a flame. And that'll help me determine whether the gas coils might be going out. So I'd like to get the flame to appear for about 2 to 3 minutes. And if I get less than that, it could be the gas coils need to be replaced or getting weak. So I turned it on. I'm going to look in there. I see it glowing. I'm going to set my watch, my stopwatch. When I see the flame, I'll start there we go. I just saw the flame start. Pretty big flame. We're going to watch it, and it should get, again, between 2 to 3 minutes. If it cuts out before that, it could be the gas coils need to be replaced. It could also be due to the lint tube is so clogged that the machine actually overheats, and the dryer has a way to turn itself off so that it won't create a fire. So that'd be the first thing to check, so make sure your vent tube is clear. If you go outside and you put your hand out there and it feels like a hair dryer, then you know it's not clogged. But if it's pretty anemic and you barely get any airflow, you probably just have a clogged vent, and that's really easy to clear. So we're just looking in there, and we're seeing that we're getting a pretty good burn time. We're seeing a flame. We're at about 1:30. I'm sorry, almost 2 minutes. So if you hit 2 minutes, you're good. And we're just going to keep looking and see how far this will go. Again, anywhere between 2 to 3 minutes will be great. And these are really inexpensive, so you might even want to buy a couple of sets. And probably every 5 or 6 years, you can check this to see if they need to be replaced. But if your vent tube is clear and you're only getting like a minute or 1:30, it means your gas coils are just worn out. They don't create a powerful enough electrical magnetic field anymore, and they don't pull up the gas valve and let enough gas flow long enough to create a powerful enough flame to dry the clothing, and that's why you could replace them. But replacing them is really easy. You just need a standard Phillips head screwdriver to remove a little bracket. And you can, once the bracket's off, you can just lift them right off and replace them really easily. It's a simple repair. It'll only take you a few minutes. So this one looks great. It's getting a good amount of time. I'm going to put this back on. I was just showing you guys where the tech sheet is. It gives you some diagnostic tests you can put on your dryer when it's giving you different codes or misbehaving. So I'm going to put that panel back in, and I'm going to push it up. Maybe I'll put something underneath that bottom panel to push it up further, and then I'll add those screws back in. So there are 4 of them. I'm just going to use a 1/4 inch driver. Remember though, if your flame doesn't last long enough. It also could be that that vent tube is obstructed. So that'd be the first thing to check. And again, that's easy. Just go outside and feel how much air is coming out while it's running, and it should feel like a hair dryer. But if it's a lot less, it's very common that the vent tube is just clogged, and you can use a tool from Lint Eater to unclog it. It's really easy. Just tightening up those screws again. Also want to make sure your filter is nice and clean. Put that back in. Goes the other way. There we go. And this dryer's in good shape. So hopefully this will help you to determine whether you need to put in new gas coils or not. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe to our channel when you get a chance. Thanks again.